Hey viewers, welcome to Chunner Checks It Out. My name's Chunner. In this video, I'm going to be watching Golden Kamuy, episode 62. Is this going to be the last episode of Golden Kamuy, or do we have another one? I'm wondering how that's going to work, but I think we're coming down to the end, so yo, let's check it out. Tsukushima found where they're hiding. Lieutenant Koito. Sophia. Wilk did it. She couldn't do it. She couldn't go through with it, but Wilk did it. She can't shoot him. She can't shoot Tsurumi. Oh, Tsukushima hit the horse. Wait, he came back? Where's Ogata? Out here?
逃げるとすれば北口か東口と山を張っていたが読みが当たった。俺が動くと期待しているはずだ。東からの太陽の光がお前の双眼鏡に反射してしまっているぜ。
He set a trap, didn't he?
距離はおよそ800メートル。俺なら当てられる。いや、嘘くさい。光は餌だ。狙ったのは光から腕1本分下の位置。仕留めた。
He's not even up there. Oh, that was him. Where are you shooting, Ogata? Catch a train? Please don't tell me that they're ending this in this episode, because I feel like there's still so much to get concluded. They made it to the train. Holy. Oh, hey! Where did you get on? Sugimoto, what the heck is happening? Ow! They beat all those people on the train?
王女見てろ。この牛山達馬を神話に加えなよ。
You're just casually walking up to the front car. Ushiyama and Hijikata took out the entire train? The last stand of Ushiyama, Hijikata, and Sugimoto. How did Ogata get on the train and in the front car? What? 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 First off, I'm really glad that they didn't end everything in that episode because there's still starting to wrap up definitely a bunch of things, but there's still so much that could happen. And in the last scene, we have the runaway train arc starting. The runaway train arc begins this winter. You're having a whole nother arc. Now, whether that's just a few episodes or a whole 12 episode season, 13 episode season, I'm not sure. Maybe they could be doing something like Frieden, who had a short season. I just did not expect a whole nother arc. This is kind of like, I'm just gonna say I'm not a fan of Attack on Titan, and I just wasn't into it. The story wasn't capturing me. But I know that, and I think Bleach did this as well, that they're in the final season, but they had 3 arcs of the final season. So I'm wondering if that's what this is doing as well. Final season, but there's a whole nother arc. So we got the conclusion of the Sophia story and how she was kind of dealing with a lot of regret with her past with Yulbaris and Wilt and Lieutenant Tsurumi at the time, and a lot of internal struggle going on. In the end, she had the chance to shoot Lieutenant Tsurumi and she decided not to, and that was her choice. She paid the price in the end, but she made peace with herself that she just couldn't bring herself to shoot Lieutenant Tsurumi, who was the owner of the photography shop at the time in Russia when they took the picture. And maybe she felt a little bit of guilt that she could have possibly have killed Lieutenant Tsurumi's wife and daughter. And you saw in that flashback that she could have thrown the bomb, but the kids were around, and so she left that, and Wilk ended up doing it possibly when kids were not around. So we got that conclusion of Sophia. And we got the conclusion of the Russian sniper and Ogata. We didn't see the final dead body, but it did look like Ogata took out the Russian sniper. The Russian sniper hit Ogata in the leg, but Ogata saw through the plan that the Russian sniper was doing, and it seems like that's concluded. Somehow Ogata got on that train and in the front car. I'm not sure how he did that when Lieutenant Tsurumi and Lieutenant Koito and Tsukushima were all there. They were all ahead of him. How did he get into the front car? I'm not really sure. Then we had Tanigaki Nishba coming back and felt that he owed some kind of debt to Huchi and Ashipa. So it looks like he got knocked off the train. I'm not sure if he's dead or if he just got knocked off. Not sure what was happening in there. With a whole nother arc, he definitely could come back. And then you have Ushiyama and Hijikata literally both taking out the entire train of reinforcements that Lieutenant Tsurumi had in that car. And then they moved on to the next car and started taking those people out along with Sugimoto. They are all one-man armies. I'm glad we got a whole nother season. There was a lot to wrap up. I really like this show. Fantastic. It was looking pretty grim for our group, especially knowing Japan history. So it seems to me that they are not going to make it and they are in a very dire situation, but they are doing their best. And it seems kind of as if they are on a last stand, but they took out 2 whole cars of the train, and Ogata took out the train conductor. So I'm wondering if it's just going to be a Sirpa that gets away and the train ends in some sort of fiery crash on the runaway train arc. And I'm really excited to see the conclusion of Golden Kamuy. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.